Exercise 1.1.03 First aid method and basic training. Objectives: rescue breathing for an unconscious victim of different condition. Perform treatment for stopping of bleeding.
Electrical shock and breathing problems. The severity of an electric shock will depend on the level of the current which passes through the body and the length of the time of contact. Do not delay. Act at once. Make sure that the electric current supply has been disconnected. If the person is still in contact with the electric supply, break the contact either by switching off the power, removing the plug, or wrenching the cable free. If not, stand on some insulating material such as dry wood, rubber or plastic, or using whatever is at hand to insulate yourself and break the contact by pushing or pulling the person free. If you remain uninsulated, do not touch the victim with your bare hands until the circuit is made dead or he is moved away from the equipment. If the victim is at a height from the ground level, proper safe actions must be taken to prevent him from falling or at least make him fall safe. Electric burns on the victim may not cover a big area but may be deep-seated. All you can do is to cover the area with a clean, sterile dressing and treat for shock. Get expert help as quickly as possible. If the affected person is unconscious but is breathing, loosen the clothing about the neck, chest and waist and place the affected person in the recovery position. Keep a constant check on the breathing and pulse rate. Keep the affected person warm and comfortable. Send for help. Do not give an unconscious person anything by mouth. Do not leave an unconscious person unattended. If the casualty is not breathing, act at once. Don't waste time. Other factors that contribute to the severity of shock are the age of the person, not wearing insulating footwear or wearing wet footwear, weather condition, floor is wet, mains, voltage, etc. Effects of an electric shock. The effect of the current at very low levels may only be an unpleasant tingling sensation, but this in itself may be sufficient to cause one to lose his balance and fall. At higher levels of current, the person receiving the shock may be thrown off his feet and will experience severe pain and possibly minor burns at the point of contact. At an excessive level of current flow, the muscles may contract and the person may be unable to release his grip on the conductor. He may lose consciousness and the muscles of the heart may contract spasmodically, fibrillation. This may be fatal. Electric shock can also cause burning of the skin at the point of contact. Treatment for electric shock. Prompt treatment is essential. If assistance is available nearby, send for medical aid. Then carry on with emergency treatment. If you're alone, proceed with treatment at once. Switch off the current if this can be done without undue delay. Otherwise, remove the victim from contact with the live conductor using dry, non-conducting materials such as a wooden bar, rope, a scarf, the victim's coat tails, any dry article of clothing, a belt, rolled up newspaper, non-metallic hose, PVC tubing, bakelite paper, tube, etc. Avoid direct contact with the victim. Wrap your hands in dry material if rubber gloves are not available. Electrical burns. Applying first aid to the burns until breathing has been restored and the patient can breathe normally unaided. Burns and scalds. Burns are very painful. If a large area of the body is burnt, give no treatment except to exclude the air. Example, by covering with water, clean paper or a clean shirt. This relieves the pain. Severe bleeding. As an immediate first aid measure, pressure on the wound itself is the best means of stopping the bleeding and avoiding infection. Immediate action. Always, in cases of severe bleeding, make the patient lie down and rest. If possible, raise the injured part above the level of the body. Apply pressure on the wound. Call for assistance. To control severe bleeding, squeeze together the sides of the wound. Apply pressure as long as it is necessary to stop the bleeding. When the bleeding has stopped, put a dressing over the wound and cover it with a pad of soft material. For an abdominal stab wound, such as may be caused by falling on a sharp tool, keep the patient bending over the wound to stop internal bleeding. Large wound. Apply a clean pad, preferably an individual dressing, and bandage firmly in place. If the bleeding is very severe, apply more than one dressing. Follow the right methods of artificial respiration. Eye injury. For eye irritation caused by arc flashes, use a mild eye drop and apply 2 to 3 drops for 3 or 4 times a day. If the injury is due to a metal chip or slag particles entering the eye, then take the injured person to an eye doctor immediately for treatment. Never rub the eye for any type of eye injury, as it will cause a permanent vision problem. Also, do not apply any eye drop or ointment without consulting an eye doctor.